Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews, reviewing the stack. A ton of them again. Some good ones in here too. Alright, number 24 of The Amazing Spider-Man. More details are being given to us by Zeb Wells as the writer, John Romita Jr. is the penciler, Scott Hanna is the inker. This was kind of fun. I mean, he's stealing stuff from the Fantastic Four and Moon Girl and all that so he can build this suit so he can force his way through time to save Mary Jane from the evil man. And yeah, it explains a lot of stuff. So we'll see how it goes from there. This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad that we got ourselves a Spider-Man. The bloop you may have heard was my saving files for my new movie, Atomic Gorilla A Go-Go, soon to be available out there in the world. I'll keep you posted. 798 of Wonder Woman. Let me get the criminals involved with this one out of the way first. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Small print and hard to read. Writers Becky Cloonan and Michael W. Conrad. Artist Amanke Nahulpan. Sorry if I just butchered that. So this takes place during Lazarus Planet. So stuff is going on. Wonder Woman's teaming up with Mars to fight Hera, Zeus's wife. Apparently she's out to whack the place. And Mary Marvel gives her the power of Shazam. So now she is Shazam. I don't know. And I mentioned that this is $7.98. In 2 issues it'll be $800. At that point they're rebooting it to issue number 1, written by Tom King, so we won't be reading that. The backup story was better. Champion's Heart. Josie Campbell's the writer. Caitlin Yarsky is the artist, where Mary and Wonder Woman talk about Mary giving up her powers, and they got her some different powers, so she gets to be just plain old Mary Marvel, but she can fly and punch hard. She gets to wear a cool t-shirt signed by Wonder Woman. So, 2 more issues. What's next? What is it? It is issue 59 of Sonic the Hedgehog. Before we get to the big 60, you know they're going to do something special. Stories by Evan Stanley, art is Adam Bryce Thomas. I like this one because it's Sonic looking right at us, telling us what we've missed. Apparently Eggman is replicating. His city is self-replicating. So everybody has to come and help. They always put who's in the issue. This issue, it's full. It's everyone. Everyone is in it. They have to stop Eggman's city from destroying everything. And we got a new group called Chaos Control, which is kind of neat. Lanolin's in it. I think Lanolin's my new favorite one of everything. And Tangle's going to have to take Eggman on alone next issue. So this is a good book. At this point, trade paperbacks if you haven't been reading it. Alright, She-Hulk number 12, also known as the Landmark Legacy 175th issue. We have Rainbow Rowell is the writer. Andreas Ginola and Joe Quinones are the artists. Hopefully that wasn't awful. Jennifer's boss wants all superheroes and supervillains to come to them so she can have lots and lots and lots of business. So she's got the scum of the earth in her waiting room at all times. And the mystery guy from last time that she got in a fight with, who's apparently invulnerable and super strong. And they cut the story short so we could have a second story. She-Hulk and Friends, in the first rule of book club is by Rainbow Rowell and is the writer, Joe Quinones as the artist. They're having book club. She puts out crackers and dip, but then Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, shows up and tries to take over. Patsy Walker's there. Sue Richards is there, and she had to bring the kids because they're grounded. Misty Knight and Colleen Wing are there. Volcana, also known as Marsha Rosenberg, is there. So, yeah. It's just women sitting around talking about the books and stuff. And apparently the only one that read the book besides She-Hulk was Captain America, who showed up and said he needed some assistance. So that was a lot of fun. Also, if you haven't been watching Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur on Disney Plus, shame on you. Go watch it. All right. Chicken Devil 3. I heard these guys weren't paying their artists and writers, so I wasn't sure we were going to get another one of these. Our writer is Brian Buccellato or Buccellato. Mattea Monaco is our artist. And when last we left, Dad had shot his daughter's boyfriend for sneaking in the house because he thought he was a bad guy. So, and there's big scenes about that. He has to decide whether he's going to do his hot chicken joint or dress up in a chicken suit and fight bad guys. Because they're legitimately only shooting bad guys. They're not shooting anybody else. But apparently, he's got a little bit of a dilemma because his his daughter comes to him and finds out that her boyfriend, who Dad shot, has been cheating on her. She's done with this, and she said, you murder him or I'm going to tell everybody you're a chicken devil killer. And that's where they left it. So we'll see. This is a good book. Speaking of good books, the final issue of the mini-series Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. When last we left our sad sacks, that's what they call them. Let's see. Writer Jordan Ifeco is the writer. Penciler is Alba Gliz. Inker is Jose Marzan Jr. So the mind control gunk from the Kree, our sad sacks have to get invited to the gala. They try everything they can think of until they finally go to the magazine called Wakanda Couture, about all fancy stuff, and they figure out how smart Moon Girl is, and they let her sneak an invitation, and then she has to on purpose switch minds with Devil Dinosaur, because they do that once in a while. Otherwise the plan won't go as well as it should, so they have to fight the Kree, stop the mind control, save everybody, and when I mean everybody, it's the planet from the Kree mind control. And once again, Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur cartoon. You must watch it. Great book. I'm sorry it's over. Hopefully they'll bring us another one. Issue 4. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Alright. Amanda Dibert is the script. Carlo Loro is the art. Last we left our boy, he was retired and married. Not really married. He has a good woman there with him, but I don't think they're married. And they're just, he wants to, just be a regular guy. But, of course, he's been a regular guy for about an issue and a half now, so he turns back into Darkwing Duck, and this is a fun issue. This is a fun show. Why don't they reboot this show? Reboot all these other ones. DuckTales? Rescue Rangers? You can't reboot Darkwing Duck? Come on! Alright. Well, we'll do an order. What the heck? I hate this place. Number 7. Which is Kyle Starks, creator-writer. Artyom Topolin, creator-artist. We have our couple of ladies that own the cow. The cow farm. And the one girl's father is a giant of a man and a raving lunatic. And they are currently captured by the giant man and his raving lunatic. But see, the ghosts are what's throwing him off. Because if you touch a ghost, you find out why they're a ghost. And so the Horn Man shows up. And it's just one thing on top of another. This is hilarious. And Dante came back. He's a ghost, but he came back. So that was kind of cool. And then weird stuff happens. They also put a fake ad for the Haint Happening with Dante Howitzer. So they made a little ad for that. We got a couple of art studies of a couple of the bad guys, Jeremiah and Amnon and Joshua, and then the little one panel or one page of them before the ranch. This is a great book. They could keep doing this for a while. While they may hate this place, I think this is the best place. It's so nice. Alright. Back Batgirls, number 17. Who watches the Batgirls? Unfortunately, I've been told that issue 19 is the last issue of Batgirls. Yes, I'm not going to remember I've told you that. Yes, I'll tell you again the next time an issue comes out. And then I'll be mad when the last issue comes out. Anyways. So we have Becky Cloonan and Michael W. Conrad writing it. Robbie Rodriguez is doing the artwork for it. And I think this is their final story arc because this says it's part 1. And they're just having a good old time and a party. Stuff goes sideways because they are indeed Batgirls. And they have to go and save the day. There is somebody sniping people. And they find out that he's doing it for them. He's some kind of weird, stalkery, freaky sniper guy who leaves behind bullet casings and says one for each Batgirl. So, I'm sad they're going to cancel this. Maybe, not that they're going to change their mind. They did cancel the Batgirl movie. So I would assume that they're not going to be smart enough to keep this book around either. That's how DC works. DC currently, when they cancel Batgirls and Wonder Woman, the only book we're currently buying from them is Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries. So, hooray! So a nice big stack. A lot. Fiona, Sophie, I did not see you this weekend because I saw you last weekend for double sleepover. And we'll do something again in May. We do a sleepover every month. That's how that works. For the rest of you, be sure to go out and read some comic books. You can go to your local comic book store. I go to Fanfare here in Kalamazoo. If you do have Fanfare, you're around in Kalamazoo, I recommend getting the discount thing. It's 20% off all brand new books. So when you get big stacks like this, 20% off is a big penny. I don't think I had the receipt in here. Sometimes, oh, here it is right here. Let's see how much we saved this week. Okay, we saved $12.78. But to be fair, the new Dogman book was out for Sophie and Theo. I hope it's not a surprise because I just blew that. But we saved $12.78 on comic books. Otherwise, this would have cost quite a bit of money. It would have been a total of, let's see. Nope. Doesn't give it to me what it would be beforehand. So beforehand, it would have been $74. We'll call it $75. And we paid $52. Remember, once again, a full Dogman book. Those are a little pricey. Comic books are what comic books are. So if you can't afford any of that nonsense, go to the local library. Go online and read comics. I got kids of my own that just read comics digitally only. And that's just how they like to read them. I can't stand it. But some of you like it. So, in the meantime, I'll see you next week. And don't forget to go read a comic book.